Hi, first grade. Welcome back to writing. Today is Tuesday, November 17th, and we will use verbs with S correctly. We will identify the verb that agrees with each subject. This is important so that we can become better writers. Okay, I want you to watch the Brain Pop video very quickly on subjects and verbs. It's super quick and you will love it. So, a complete sentence has two parts. The subject that tells who or what does something, and the verb that tells what the subject does. The subject can be one or more than one person, animal, or thing. The verb has to agree with the subject. They have to get along. So let's look at these two sentences. At the bottom, it says the dog barks. The dog means one, so we have to add an S to the verb. The dog barks. Children means one or more than one. More than one, so we don't add an S to the verb play. Children play in the park. Subjects and verbs have to agree. Add S to most verbs when they tell about subjects that name one. Do not add S when the subject names more than one. The boys play. The boys means more than one, so we don't add S to the verb play. The cat means how many? One. The cat runs away, so since it means one cat, we have to add an S to the verb runs. Verbs with S. You add S to most verbs when they tell about subjects that name one. Do not add S when the subject names more than one. Ken jumps in the leaves. Ken is one person, so we add an S to the verb jump. The boys, we already know, means more than one, so we don't add S to the verb jump. The boys jump in the leaves. All right, so let's look at some examples together. The coins jingle in my pocket. The coins is more than one, so we don't add S. Number 2, Suki pay for her lunch or Suki pays for her lunch? Pays, one person, add an S. What about Kate and Luke fold the towels? Should it be Kate and Luke fold the towels or Kate and Luke folds the towels? Fold, because Kate and Luke are more than one person, so we don't add an S. The road curve left and right or the road curves left and right? Curves, we have to add an S because the road means one. Can I share a tiny little trick with you? You know what helps me remember whether I add an S or not? Well, remember we learned that singular means one. Singular means one. So singular starts with a what? An S. So if it's singular, I know that I need to put an S at the end of my verb. Because singular starts with an S, and my verb needs to end with an S. Okay? So singular, add an S. They both begin with S. Okay? That help you? It helped me. What about number 5? The candle glow in the cabin or the candle glows in the cabin? Is it one candle? Is it singular? Then we have to add an S. The candle glows in the cabin. Very good. My trick helped you. So remember, the subject tells who or what, and the verb tells what the subject does. The subject can be one or more than one. The verb has to agree with the subject. You're going to add S to most verbs when they tell about subjects that name one. Do not add S when the subject names more than one. When a subject names one, a duck is one, we add S to the verb float. A duck floats on the pond. Duck is singular. Singular starts with S. Add an S to the verb. What about subjects that name more than one? Ducks. That's more than one duck. Do we need to add an S to floats? No, we do not, because ducks is not singular. It's plural. It means more than one. All right, so here is your assignment. Today you are going to use the pen at the top of your iPad. You are going to draw a circle around the correct verb for each sentence. So, look at the subject. It's written in blue. They tell you what the subject is. If it's raindrops, is that one or more than one? More than one. So remember, if it's more than one, you don't add S. So you are just going to circle the correct verb that makes sense and agrees with the subject. Raindrops fall each spring, or raindrops falls each spring. Okay? I think you have the hang of this. So when you're finished with that, then on the next page, you're going to draw a circle around the correct verb. You don't have to write it in the line. You just come over here and circle the one that goes in the blank. Many children blank by the lake. Remember, children, is that one or more than one? More than one. So you're going to have to choose the verb that does not have S. Many children play. Remember, we only add S to the singular subjects. Okay? All right. So when you are finished with this page, you're going to save it and turn it into your teacher. When you are finished with this page, you're going to save it and turn it into your teacher. So let's review what we talked about today. We reviewed that subjects and verbs have to agree. We have to use a singular verb for a singular noun. If the noun is singular, we add an S to the verb. If the noun is plural, it means more than one, we don't add an S to the verb. And then you circled the correct verb for each subject. If it has an S, you don't add an S to the verb. If it's singular, you add an S. Plural, more than one, you don't add an S. Same thing with the last page you did. Many children, that was more than one, so you have to choose the correct verb that agrees with the subject. Okay, that's it for today. Have a good day.